Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 2, Unit 3.1, 3.3 review. Remember to show every step and to write your final answers on the lines. Now, if you look down at the bottom, for the first page, we have mixed answers. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, key thing, we've been learning a lot about different absolute value equations and inequalities. You need to look to see what it is, okay? And this first page, it's all equations. All right, so we want to make sure that the absolute value is all by itself. And since it is, I know that it equals a 4. So that means that there are two possible solutions. Whatever's inside, what is the distance it is from 0, and it could be set equal to a -4 or a +4. And then from there, all we do is solve. So I would subtract 8 to both sides. We get 2x equals -12. And then divide by 2 to get x equals -6. And the super cool thing about it, since there are two equations, two answers, I am doing the same exact thing on the other side. So that's why I'm kind of doing that one super fast. I'm doing the same steps. Okay, so my answer would be -6 or, or -2. If we're writing it all together, we would say x equals -6 or -2. Okay, next one. The absolute value is by itself. It equals a positive, so that means that there are two solutions. We set -5x plus 10 equal to -60, and -5x plus 10 equal to a +60. Okay, and guys, even if you wanted to be like, well, I have to subtract 10 over here, I have to subtract 10 to this side as well. And you can do both problems at the same time. We would get -70 on the left, and we would get 50 on the right. I have to divide everything by -5. Now I don't have to flip any signs because it's an equal sign, but a negative divided by negative is a positive. 70 divided by 5 is 14. And then 50 divided by -5 is -10. So x equals -10 or 14. And then the answer, I think, on the bottom was just -10 or 14. Okay? So you want to make sure the absolute value is all by itself. It is. It's a positive, so there are two solutions. 5n plus 1 could equal a -49, or 5n plus 1 could equal a +49. So you guys are all on your own. You will get a fraction for one of them, it's okay. But go ahead and pause the video and good luck. Okay, so what we had to do was subtract by 1, up, divide by -5, and we get n equals -10. Right, sorry, no, not -5, sorry, brain fart. And then guess what, we're doing the same thing over here. We divide by -1, and Mr. Grice was writing way too fast, showing my work. And on the right, we got 48 over 5. Okay, that fraction does not reduce, so we would just keep it as 48 over 5. And then I wrote my answers in order. Now, number 4. Is the absolute value by itself? Yeah, and what's it equal? A negative. Remember, absolute value is the distance the number is from 0. So we can't have a negative distance. This is no solution. That was an easy one. I like problems like that. Okay, now, is the absolute value by itself? No. Right now, it's being multiplied by 7. To get the absolute value by itself, we have to do the inverse operation. So then we get 9x plus 9 equals 9. And now it equals a positive, so there are two solutions. We have 9x plus 9 equals a -9, and 9x plus 9 equal positive 9. Okay, so we're going to subtract 9 to both sides. -9 minus 9 is -18. We have to watch our signs. Divide both sides by 9, and we get x equals -2. And guess what? I'm going to do the same exact thing over here. And let's see what we get. So we get 0, and then I need to divide by 9, and 0 divided by 9 is 0. So my final answer, x equals -2 or 0. Okay, get that absolute value by itself. What do we do? Well, it's a -3, so I have to add 3 to both sides. So the absolute value of 2n plus 10 equals 0. And when it equals 0, there's only one solution. So we have 2n plus 10 equals 0. We're going to subtract 10 to both sides. 2n equals -10. And divide by 2. We get n equals -5. So for number 6, there is only one solution. Okay, so I can't say no solution yet because the absolute value is not by itself. Okay, we have to go through and do SADMAP first. So we subtract the 8 to both sides. We get 4 times the absolute value of 8 plus 8b equals -48. Absolute value is not by itself yet. That's multiplication, so I have to divide both sides by 4. Then we get the absolute value of 8 plus 8b equals -12. So now the absolute value is by itself. It equals a negative, and that is no solution. Okay? So while it was no solution, it doesn't mean I can go right off the get-go and be like, negative, no solution. Okay? Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Like number 8. I can't just say no solution because the absolute value is not by itself yet. So subtract the 4 to both sides. We get negative absolute value of negative 2n plus 4 equals negative 6. It's not by itself. It's being multiplied by a negative 1, so I have to divide by a negative 1. And then we get the absolute value of 2n minus 4 equals positive 6. And now that it equals a positive, we know that there are two solutions. Okay, so why don't you guys pause the video and solve the rest of this on your own. Good luck. And you should get negative 1 or 5. Okay. Once again, we have to get the absolute value by itself first, which means we have to add 1 to both sides following SADMAP. We get 8 times 7 plus 7n equals 112. It's not by itself yet. Then we have to divide by 8. And then we get the absolute value of 7 plus 7n equal to 14. Okay? So once again, I want you guys to do this on your own. Remember that 7 plus 7n equals a negative 14, and 7 plus 7n equals a positive 14, because the absolute value is by itself, and that's going to give us two solutions. Okay? Go ahead and pause the video and finish that one up. Okay, and we get n equals negative 3 or 1. All right, last one. Now, you cannot do process of elimination and be like, well, I've used all of the answers except for 1 or 9 over 5. Haha, they'll never know I didn't do it. Come on, your work's blank. Okay. Yes, process of elimination, that's the answer, but prove it. Okay. You guys are all on your own. Pause the video. Good luck. Okay, so then you get P equals 1 or 9 over 5. Okay, so if we're looking at all of these, negative 1 or 5, this one was number 8. Negative 3 or 1, we just did that one, that was negative 9. No solution, we could have said this was negative number 4. Negative 10 or 14, this one was number 2. Negative 2, 0 was number 5. Negative 5 was just number 6. Negative 10 and 48, that was number 3. Negative 6, negative 2, that was number 1. Our other no solution was number 7. And that last one was number 10. Okay? So that's going to be it for this. We're going to make this 2 videos. So that was video number 1. Video number 2, we'll talk all about the back. Okay? So we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.